Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. And today I'm going to share with you my recipe for minestrone soup. It's very simple, very delicious, and it's such a comfort food. I love soup, all kinds of soup. I could live off of soup. But this is one of my favorites. So let's go over what we will be using today. This is chicken broth. This is about 3 cups of chicken broth. And we have some just diced potatoes. I started to call them tomatoes. Potatoes. And we also have just one, I think this is like a 12-ounce can, cannelli beans. You can also use the kidney beans, but I don't really like those as well, so I like to use these. And we have about 6 ounces of just finely just cut pancetta. We have some olive oil. 1 medium onion, just diced. This is 2 stalks of celery, and remember, make sure that you leave the leaves on there because they're so good for flavoring. And in here we have 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a pinch of red pepper flakes, 2 large cloves of garlic, and this is a bay leaf, 2 chicken bouillons, about a cup of pasta of your choice, the short pasta. I'm using the baby shells today because I like the baby shells. A 12-ounce can of the diced tomatoes, and this is about 2.5 to 3 cups of cabbage. And this is a lot because it really cooks down. And this is 3 large carrots, some salt, pepper, and about 2 cups of water. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our olive oil started, and we're going to saute our pancetta. Okay, I've got about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in this pan heating, and I am going to add my pancetta. I'm just going to, we're not going to cook this all the way done, we're just going to kind of mix it around there and just let it start rendering its fat. Turn it up a little bit. Get all that goodness out of there. Ooh, yummy. It smells delicious already. And hey, we've only used 1 ingredient so far. So we're just going to give this a stir. Okay, and to the pancetta, I am going to go ahead and add, I just let this cook for about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. And if you cannot find pancetta in your grocery store, you can use bacon. Not really a big difference in those. And I'm going to give that a stir. Oh my goodness, delicious, delicious. And we are going to add our salt. Can't get a hold of it. It's a nice amount of salt. And our black pepper. I like a lot of pepper in mine. And we're just going to stir this together and let this cook for just a minute until the onions start developing some color, some translucent color going on. It's going to start to caramelize just slightly. Yummy. And we're going to leave the grease that has rendered from the pancetta in the bottom of the pan. We're not going to drain none of that goodness off. That's really going to make for a tasty, tasty soup. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and throw in your garlic and your other seasonings. I'm going to take this out for just a minute. Toss that right in there. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so tasty. Nothing like comfort food. They warm you from the inside out. Okay, give that a stir. Smells amazing. I'm going to put my bay leaf in. And then we are going to add our celery. And our carrots. Yummies. And give that a stir. Oh, this is so good. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? So saute this for just a couple minutes. It's amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and add my cabbage. And remember, this is going to wilt down. Oops. Jiminy Christmas. Got a whole leaf in there. Yummies. Look at that. Didn't chop that too good, did I? Okay, give it a stir. And again, we're just going to saute these for about 3 or 4 minutes. My veggies have sauteed for about 5 minutes. So I didn't add my potatoes yet because the potatoes cook really quickly, so we add those at the very end. So what I'm going to do now is add my tomatoes. You're going to add the juice and all. Give it a stir. Look how good that is. Yummies. And then we're going to add our cannelli beans. And I drained these, by the way. I didn't want all that that liquid in there from the beans. And give that a stir, and then we are going to turn this down. I've got this on about medium. We are going to add our chicken broth, and I'm probably going to have to turn this up to get it started boiling. Oh, this is so good. And then we are going to add our water. And our 2 chicken cubes of chicken. There's a little bitty chicken in this cube. No, I'm just kidding. But we're going to go ahead and add this, if I can get it unwrapped. Some things are so challenging to me, and just unwrapping these little cubes is one of them. Oh my goodness. I need a break now. I'm going to have to go rest. I need a beer after that. Okay, I put them both in, and now we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to add our potatoes. I'll turn it down just a little bit. See if you need any. Go ahead and taste it. See if you need any. Add any more salt. Perfect. Oh. We're going to go ahead and add our potatoes. Now be careful pouring your potatoes in here that you do not splatter yourself. Because that liquid is very hot. Okay, we're going to bring this back up to a boil, and we are going to let this simmer. We're going to turn it down about medium low, and we're going to let it simmer for about 25 minutes, and then we're going to add our pasta. My soup has been cooking for about 25 minutes, and what I'm going to do now is I turned it up and brought it to a full boil again, and I'm going to add my pasta. I'm going to give this a quick stir, and then we are going to turn this off. We're just going to let the pasta cook in it without boiling it. So I'm going to bring it back up to a boil since I've added that, and then I'm just going to turn it off, and I'm going to set off the heat, and the pasta should cook in the hot broth in about 10 minutes because they're very thin, very tiny, and then we'll be ready to eat. Okay, my soup is nice and done. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley just for color. Gotta have some color in it. Look how pretty that is. Let me see. Give it a stir. And again, I did not boil my pasta in there. I just I brought it to a boil, and then I turned it off and let it sit for 10 minutes, and my pasta is nice and done. So make sure that you fish out the bay leaf. There's a bay leaf floating in here somewhere. We gotta find that because we don't want somebody to eat that leaf. Maybe I already did sampling it. Oh well, I'll find it. But anyway, fish your bay leaf out because you don't want nobody to eat that. Wouldn't hurt you, but I wouldn't want to eat it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna itch my face first. I am gonna scoop me some out in a bowl. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And the vegetables are nice and tender, that still have just a little bit of bite to them. Look at that. So pretty. And I am going to add what little bit is left. You see how much we like Parmesan cheese here, fresh Parmesan cheese. Not much left. Go ahead and add just a little bit. Stir that around, and I'm going to have a sample of this. Oh, it smells so good, so phenomenal. Good carrot, a little bit of everything. So hearty. So hot too. Oh, that's so good. Very delicious. Vegetables are perfect, perfectly. They're tender with just a little bit of bite left in them. The bay leaf just gives it such a wonderful flavor. And just all the vegetables together. This is so hearty and delicious, and it's quite healthy too. So make sure you give this a try. And go ahead and post your pictures on social media so I can see them. And give me a thumbs up, subscribe, show me some love. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and Pinterest. And I'll see you next time. Bye. It's like opening a present on Christmas. You just can't get it unwrapped fast enough.